Hi guys, welcome. Danny here from the Magic Junk Drawer. So today we're going to discuss a little bit about social media because so many people have these questions and so many people are getting upset by these things. So the first thing that I want to say is you have to look at social media for what it is. People are putting up stories and things that they want you to believe. They're not necessarily true. Now, I don't do Facebook anymore just for so many reasons, but one of the main reasons that I stopped was because it was making me really dislike a lot of my friends because they were putting up this fabrication of what is really going on in their lives, and I know the truth. So why are you putting up a story that is not true? To what? To impress somebody that you went to kindergarten with? To make your coworker think that your life is better than it is? I mean, I don't really know what the point of this is. And like I said, I'm a pretty honest person, so I don't like the bullshit. So, I mean, people make decisions and they do things for reasons, and I'm not going to argue with anyone's decision, but you can't tell me one thing and have a whole discussion with me about it, and we're in and out of this, discussing it for months, maybe even years, about how you really feel. And then I go online and I see that you have a picture of the best boyfriend ever when I know that you really can't stand him. Like, that shit drives me insane. Don't tell me how wonderful your life is and then you're standing in front of me and you're crying about something. You know, I mean, everyone has good and bad aspects of their lives, and things are kind of fluid, so things are always changing. But I was getting to the point where it was either the person that had the best life ever and was so super happy, or it was the complainer. Fuck my life, it's Monday. Oh my God, it's raining. I can't fucking believe it's only Tuesday. And I just can't, I don't want to see this. I don't want to see this. So what's happening is, especially with people that are younger, they have a hard time detaching from it because they've never lived without it. For me, when I was in high school, we didn't have any of this shit. We didn't have cell phones. Back then, some people had beepers, and even the beepers weren't really reliable. So if you beep somebody and they didn't call you back, when they told you that they didn't get the beep, it was possible that they didn't get the beep. Now everybody is offended when somebody doesn't answer them in 2 seconds because we all know that everybody's holding their phone in their hand. We know that. I mean, go anywhere. No matter where you are, people are on their phones. Which brings me to another point. If I'm having dinner with you and you are on your phone, then I'd rather be home eating dinner by myself. And I've had this happen with me with a number of my friends, and what really drove me crazy is the same friend that would tell me that I couldn't answer my text messages when the shoe was on the other foot was sitting there texting the whole time. It just would make me insane. So I stopped with the whole Facebook thing because I don't want to see 9,000 pictures of your family barbecue. I don't want to see, one picture is nice, 2 pictures is nice. When you're putting up albums of 400 pictures, I find it obnoxious. I'm sorry. So I don't do any of this shit anymore. And then what I've noticed starts to happen is not only do people try to convince you of something that maybe they're really trying to convince themselves of, but they are going out of their way to do mean things to other people. People are fighting, people are, you go out to dinner with somebody and the third friend wasn't included in these pictures because everything's got to go on Facebook. God forbid you have dinner and you don't post it on Facebook. Then now the third friend is like, well, how come I wasn't invited? And this is a whole lot of bullshit that I just don't need in my life. And I think a lot of other people agree with me because you know what? The people that I'm close to, if you want to talk to me, you can text me, you can call me, I can meet you for coffee. I'll meet you in a parking lot if we don't have a lot of time, it's fine. But I'm not going to go sit on Facebook and listen to your bullshit fairy tale story that we all know isn't true because I have no time for that. So now what else is happening is people are using this to stalk Or it maybe not even like, it happened to me once where something came up and I wasn't even looking for it. It was just in my news feed. And it was at a random place that, didn't even have to do with the person that was involved. This was years ago with this guy that I was seeing. It was probably about maybe almost 10 years ago. It was a long time. And that was my point. If the universe wants you to see something, it will be presented to you. The bullshit that's on social media is exactly what it is. It's bullshit. It's photoshopped pictures. It's telling you a story that people want you to believe, and I don't have time for it. But now people think that they're going to find something, so they go on so-and-so's Facebook page, and then they see, it's like, say, Sally goes on her ex-boyfriend's page, and she sees that Patrick has a picture of himself up with a girl who she doesn't know. And now, meanwhile, she gets upset. She calls me for a reading, and then come to find out one way or another that the girl in the picture is his cousin or his coworker or his next door neighbor or is a lesbian or whatever the situation is. But these things you don't know what is real and what isn't real, because the truth is not always being put out there. So you really have to take a step back from it, because you're letting things upset you. I don't buy any of this fairy tale love shit. I never once had to put on any place that I was so in love with anybody, because anything, first of all, it should be personal, right? It should be personal between me and the person. Why does my next door neighbor have to hear me profess my love? It's insanity. And when I look back at, especially people that I know in my life that are very real, none of that shit is going on. Everybody has ups and downs. There is not one person who leads the best life, and it's not somebody else who's leading a shitty life. And always, we all have good and bad aspects. And then what's happening is other people, like I had a friend, she contacts me for a card reading because her boyfriend's ex-girlfriend tagged him in a picture asking him, "Don't you think I look good?" And I was like, we're not doing this card reading. You're not even going to ignore it like you never saw it. He didn't comment, but he put the thumbs up, because what was he going to do? You got somebody here fishing for a compliment. You got him like an idiot not knowing what to do. So he puts the thumbs up, and now you see it and you're upset by this. Please. It's so stupid. It is so stupid. But I totally understand why she was upset, but I'm like, pick your freaking battles. You are not going to argue with him over this because somebody was fishing for a compliment. It's insanity. But so this is what I'm saying. So if you saw something or you went looking for something, chances are you don't know the whole story behind it. And you're going to get upset about something that is just not true. I had another friend of mine who was with this guy, and they were actually having a child together, and he wasn't living in the same state as her, but an ex-girlfriend of his was trying to break them up. So she was posting all these pictures of them together, but come to find out, like, my friend was smart enough to know that, like, he had a specific tattoo somewhere, and in the pictures he didn't have the tattoo. So she knew, well, those pictures were taken a long time ago because he doesn't have this tattoo in the picture. But the point being is that if she didn't realize that, this could have been something that could have been a big issue for her. Forget about all the other parties involved. But why are you getting yourself upset over, you don't know what other people's motives are. You don't know what's really going on. And I always question anyone that has to go out of their way to try to convince you of something. If you have to try to convince me, well, I don't know if you're really trying to convince me or maybe you're trying to convince yourself, because this is, it's enough already. And, I prefer to enjoy the people in my life when I'm with them. I don't need to put 75 pictures of myself up with this person, that person, and the next person. And then, we're best friends. Oh, my bestie. We have roofers working on the ceiling. tree fell on our building. We're townhouses, and a couple of doors down, the tree fell the other night, and they're replacing the damage. The dog is not happy with the roofers. So anyway, that's my point. Now, on the other hand of all of this, if somebody is cheating on you, in love with somebody else, doing this, that, and the next thing, you're not going to find that on Facebook. So the reality of the person's life is not really being put out there. And I read a lot of people, I hear a lot of stories, and also just being at yoga, dealing with a lot of people, I hear a lot of these stories. And what you're seeing on Facebook is not reality. So if you're letting some kind of a post or a picture or something really screw you up, let it go. Stay off the social media, because really, people don't even realize how they're impacting other people's lives. And it's not healthy. You know, your relationships, your self-esteem, all that has to come from you. Not because you have a boyfriend that makes a lot of money, or because you have the nicest car, or you have the biggest diamond ring. Like that will never be enough. Like, there's always going to be a bigger diamond ring. There's always going to be a bigger house. There's always going to be a richer boyfriend. So this all has to come from inside you. And if it doesn't, looking outside for it is never going to help anyway. It's just going to continue to perpetuate you being miserable. So I hope that that's helped. If you saw something that upset you on social media, please disregard it, because you don't know what is really going on. All right. If you like what we're doing here at the Magic Junk Drawer, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.